maybe more. But my theology has changed since we had our firstborn. Zora was born in Eastern Europe, flopped out in a very wet mess in a nasty communist hospital. I'm sorry if I gave you some images, but poor guys. Yep, forever single. But yeah, anyhow, Zora, when she was born in this hospital, like when she came out, I was like, gross, there's an alien, this is my daughter, you're kind of cute, but wow, tubes everywhere, a mess. And so I remember holding Zora in my arms, and I remember holding her, and just looking into her eyes, and just being like, wow, like, what do I do now? What have I done? Wow, this is bizarre. Just that feeling, of like, just where's the 10 instructions? Rolling over to the back. That's not this little diaper thing. There's no instructions anywhere. And they're like, here you go, have a good life. Like, go out in the car, like, all right. No one speaks English, family's nowhere to be found. But it's crazy watching Zora grow up. Now she's 3. And as she grows up, like I know for me now as a dad, I walk into a room where Zora is, I just love it. I love coming home. I get so excited to go home to see her. And we have Reese now, she's 10 months old, but she's, doesn't communicate very much. But to see Zora, like I know for myself, when I go in her room and she's playing with her toys, like when I walk in, and if she doesn't turn and look at me and acknowledge me, like I feel broken. Like as a dad, it actually hurts. And so those moments where she's focused on a toy and she doesn't like turn to talk to me, it hurts even more. I think how much more is it for our Heavenly Father, when He's with us, what's it like when we don't even talk to Him? Just ignoring Him. He has all these things He wants to give us possibly, and He's just waiting, and we're just focused on our lives, and me, how many likes did I get on that comment? Just focused on our lives, and He's just waiting. And I'm talking to myself tonight. I really, really want to get better at prayer. And for those of you who are here tonight, you don't believe me, you just came to the doors because someone else was a buddy, but it may not make sense if you don't know Jesus and have a relationship with Him, but we can clarify later if you guys want to stick around. So that's the fourth thing, that is prayer. You guys, humans, we're famous for having horrible memories. And it's crazy to think about. Next week, you'll probably forget 90% about what I said tonight. The thing is, there's this thing called flashbulb memory. So what's weird is, there's been a lot of, I get people that bug me about, I love talking about apologetics. I wish I could just talk about apologetics for 6 hours to you guys. But I love defending Christianity, because when I was 17, I gave my life to Jesus. I said, wow, this planet has nothing. Wow, Jesus, you make sense. But I didn't have this, had the emotional experience. And then as I got older, I researched this, and that bridge was developed between my heart and my mind. And I realized this stuff you can take to the bank. There is proof behind this God that we serve. And but one of those things, one of these questions that come up is like, why is there such a gap between when Jesus died, He was buried, He was resurrected, and then when they documented for the New Testament? Why is there such a big gap? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, maybe 40 years? These guys are like, hey, let's write this stuff down. It's interesting to think about. These guys went through a flashbulb event. I know for myself, to explain what this is, I will never forget September 11th, 2001. For those of you who are old enough in the room, wow, not too many of us, but a few of us that can actually remember that time. I remember everything about that day. I remember my mom coming in the room saying, Mark, this happened. I'm thinking, wow, this pilot had a bad day. A few minutes later, this happened. Wow, something weird's going on. So this is the September 11th attack in New York and Pennsylvania and DC. And so I remember everything about the day. I was working for the Public Works down in Dallas, digging ditches, and so all these, volunteer firefighters that are on our crew that were just listening to the radio constantly, checking out, oh, they just lost like 200 firefighters and the building collapsed. Watching these big buff guys just weeping in a corner of our break room. I will never forget that day. I was the youngest guy in the crew. 4 weeks ago, I have no idea what I did on Saturday. Not a clue. So what they saw is this impact, this flashbulb memory, watching someone get crucified, thunder, lightning, graves opening up, all this stuff, you know, this big time thing. He's buried, women go running, like, he's up, he's raised from the dead. You know, this is like all of a sudden this dead guy is here. You know, I would have been with Thomas, like, show me your wrist, dude. Like, whatever, you're a gardener, you know? So, like, this is a big deal. You know, something that you wouldn't forget. And so, but humans today, we have really pathetic memories. You guys, I'm going to read something to you. Unless interested in a topic, most adults have an attention span of 20 minutes. Researchers estimate that the adult attention span has decreased by about 12 minutes in the past decade. It seems that our fast-paced lives and full reliance on technology has taken its toll. Think we're going to be in 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. Like I went to a session, seminar up in Seattle. One of the sessions was, it's just a youth ministry thing, but just about the damaging effects of our phone use and tablets and screens, and how now they say, you know, really students will start interrupting more. They're not used to waiting. You just text whatever. You don't even think about it. You go, well, wait for nothing. It's a now culture. You know, we want something now. We don't have to memorize stuff. Like, how did that work again? You know, Google. You don't even think about it today. You don't have to memorize stuff. You guys, what Jesus did for us, and why this is important, what we're going to do tonight, is because we have horrible memories. And you get so lost in culture and what we're doing, sports, music, work, you name it, family life, we forget. And he knew this with his fishermen. He's like, guys, you know what? That's why it's documented in here, because he's like, you guys are going to forget. Everybody in here should have a string. Did anybody not get a string? If you didn't get a string, we have Anna's going to, everybody has one. This is great. Ethan doesn't have one. You guys, this is important. I want you guys all to tie that string around any finger that you want. Just tie it on there. Because I know this is the old, like, comic version of how to remember things. And today, it's way too easy with technology to remember things. But back in the day, it's like the thing they would do. They tie it on their finger, you know, to remind them. They put something in their shoe that would agitate them. And you guys, I want you to put this on your finger. I want you to think about, you know, why we do this, why we partake in the breaking of bread and communion, is because we're sheep. And we have horrible memories. I have a horrible memory. My wife grew up in France. She has a better memory because they learn by doing memorization all the time. We don't do that here so often in the United States. But this is so important to remember, is the simplicity of church and the beauty of simplicity, but the beauty of being reminded for why his body was broken, for a stupid idiot like me that is just a sinner that needs grace. And so we're going to partake. We're going to have the band come up here. And if you have something going on in this room with somebody else, if you need to clear your heart with somebody else in this room tonight, now is a perfect time to do it. Just go to the back and make sure you have a clear heart before you take the communion. And we'll have the band lead us and we'll go from there.